You know what? YouTube has taught me a very valuable lesson about SEO. I want to show you what I've learned and how you can implement this for your junk removal business. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do It Yourself Junk Removal SEO, where I help junk removal business owners, dumpster rental companies really understand the internet, website design, and getting their businesses found for the services they are already providing. And today, I want to discuss something that I've learned about SEO in general. As you guys know, I've created a YouTube channel. I've been working on it probably going close on 2 years now. And there's something very, very valuable I have discovered or basically learned about search engine optimization and how this could really benefit you guys who are in a junk removal business, small business, and things like that. What I've learned is that, as you guys know, I consistently study SEO. I'm always on top of it. I'm always trying to understand it. I'm always learning. That way I can implement this for the people that I'm helping and also show you guys what I've learned. But one of the things that I've learned a tremendous amount about is during my whole little YouTube journey here. My whole goal with my YouTube channel is to share some of the knowledge that I've learned about SEO, website design over the years. As I started to do my own thing, wanted to get out of driving a truck and start my own business of sorts. So I started working with website design, and I started off making websites for junk removal business owners and other small businesses. But junk removal seemed to really take off. So I'm like, you know what? Why not just focus and help junk removal business owners who are already looking for this kind of stuff, anyways? Decided to create a channel just based on helping junk removal business owners understand SEO, right? So, what I've learned about YouTube is that YouTube is just basically Google in a video form. That's all it pretty much is. And what I've learned about SEO in general is that it's just information. That's all Google is. That's all SEO. It's just information. And when somebody creates anything on the internet that's like selling cakes or selling yo-yos or selling juggling materials or anything, people create websites and they create content about the subject that they are selling things about. And YouTube's no different. And what I've realized is that you have to be consistent with the content that you're pumping out onto YouTube. If you're not, your your channel tends to die. So I'm starting to realize and see, and I have because I do a lot of research of how important it is to add more and more content to whatever it is that you're doing online. So I'm going to show you just a year worth of results here. You can see this is June 2022. See, I was getting in the 40s and 50s in views, right? And a while back, I started to realize, you know what? I got to do this more consistent. I'm going to try to do a video a day, a week, a video, 2 videos a week, something to that extent, and come up with content about just junk removal SEO, website design, tips and tricks. That's why I've even ventured off into other subjects, kind of like this video right here. We kind of ventured into other things to show people what SEO is all about and just business in general. And I started to notice that the more consistent I was, the more my channel began to grow. My subscriber base started to grow. I started getting more likes, more little comments here, and more interaction online. And I noticed the amount of subscribers started to grow without me ever asking for them or anything. Like I said, my whole objective was just to give out information and hope some of you guys reach out to me and ask for help. And in that time, you could see it slowly started to progress. The more content I put out, the more views I started to get. And the thing is, you can't just pump out any just garbage content. It's got to be decent content that people want to watch. Obviously, you guys are watching because some people subscribe. What, almost 1,100 subscribers or something like that. So obviously, the content is working, and I could see all of this, and then I could see the amount of videos that I have. Let's take a look at my channel here. My channel is starting to get like a persona of its own thing. I've tried to match everything the same with the thumbnails, with the whole thing that I do. And a lot of the stuff that I do with my YouTube channel, I just all I do is mimic other channels I watch that I enjoy watching. They have nothing to do with any of this other stuff. Like I would say, I like watching ghost videos with my wife. We watch just all kinds of different things. And I sometimes I'm watching the channels and think to myself, why is it that I like this channel? And that's all I do is I implement some of the stuff that I see on those channels that I like into mine, and it seems to be working. So, what's this has to do with your junk removal business and your website and your SEO? Well, let me show you exactly what I mean about a consistent flow of content onto your website is no different than the consistent flow of content onto your YouTube channel. What I'm telling business owners now is, let's just say that your website is, so you're a junk removal business owner in Seattle, Washington, right? You built your website, you built 5 pages out, you're about content, all that stuff. That's no different than me building up a channel about baking cakes, a grown man that bakes cakes or something like that. I build a YouTube channel and I create, let's say, 10 videos. Done. Walk away, never come back to the YouTube channel again and expect anybody to come view my channel, get any traffic. What do you have to do is have to be consistent, consistently adding content. And it's no different for websites, everything like that. I really believe that Google's constantly looking for influx of information related to that specific subject, like this one here, my SEO, junk removal SEO. It's no different for a junk removal website or a tree service website or somebody who sells juggling stuff website, that sort of thing. The more pages you have, the more Google's going to believe you, the more chances you have of getting backlinks naturally outlined, because you have so many damn pages online. Just like my video, I have so many damn videos. I'm sure people have shared some, liked them, rewatched them. So the more chances you have of getting more backlinks, more traffic, more authority on your junk removal website. So let me show you some examples of what I'm talking about here. So what I've been doing for the past probably a few months now is really starting to see this concept of adding consistent flows of content to a website. No different than a YouTube channel. So I like to go to the competitive markets and look whoever's on top. So junk removal Las Vegas, I'm sure it's an absolute bloodbath of competition up there. So what do? I look for the top website out there that is not a corporate website. And I see this website called Junk Control. And all you have to do, like I always say, just type in site, semicolon, and just a domain name, right? And this will give you a rough idea of how many pages Google has indexed for this website. So it gives you an estimate how many pages this website has on Google. And you can see this, it says 1,000 results. So I'm guessing it's got at least 1,000 pages of content. And you can see right here, all the pages this website has. And a lot of times it's not listed on the actual website. When you go to their homepage, you don't see a link to all these pages. But the people doing this understand SEO. They understand that content is king. So they're consistently adding content to this website, keeping it relevant, letting Google know that these guys are the go-to company for that specific, on the organic part at least. I'm not talking about the Google map listing. That's a whole different thing. I'm just talking about the website here on its own. So you can see tons and tons of pages on this website. Let's go take a look at another one. I went to another bloodbath of competition, and I typed in junk removal San Diego. I looked for the first website that's not a big corporate one, and it's Fred's Junk Removal. I think I've done a little research on this one. I think this domain's over 10 years old, so it's got a ton of trust. I just got some backlinks, I'm sure. And I did a search to see how many pages he's got. 125 pages. Well, it says that's the result, so it could be around 100 pages or so of pages this website has. But you can see page after page after page of website content on this website, which, like I said, the more pages you have, the more chance you have of getting a random backlink, somebody sharing a page, this sort of thing. The more pages you have, the more I believe Google's going to see you as an authority for that specific keyword in that particular area. You can see this page after page after page of content. It says even more results, more pages, more pages, more pages. It's crazy. Let's take another industry. Let's just pick something random. Injury attorney in Dallas. That's a humongous city. I'm sure that the cost per click on these leads has got to be in the hundreds of dollars per click, probably. But let's take a look. You're going to see, like I said, we're not looking at the Google Map listings right now, which I still do believe it'll have an impact. If your website's connected to the Google listing, it's going to have an impact too. But let's take a look at the first one. Dallas personal injury attorney. Let's take a look at his and see how many pages he's got on his site, or how many pages Google's indexed. There you go, 320 pages. See this? 320 pages of content. And you go on there, just type that in, and it's going to have one page after another of content on this website. So imagine a website like a YouTube channel. So this guy would have 300 videos on his YouTube channel. So your website is kind of like a YouTube channel. You're just creating basically a shitload of content for your website. And this is some of the processes that I am following now and showing junk removal business owners that it's a very, very important factor in ranking your website. I always like to reference All in One Junk Removal out there in Cincinnati. Watch. So if I do the same thing for them, I type in site, you can see we're making progress. We got 24 pages indexed for his website out there. And you can see they're starting to pile up the pages, and Google's starting to take notice of all of the pages he's got going on. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell can you write so much content about? Well, you got to be clever. You got to figure this stuff out. Just like my YouTube channel. I'm like, how much longer can I keep talking about junk removal SEO? Right? I keep thinking of ideas. You have to keep getting creative, and something central to this business, junk removal. One of those main things is the actual city. So that's one of the things I've been implementing is adding content about the actual city, like Discover Cincinnati, right? Create a big hub page about Cincinnati, and inside the Cincinnati or any town, doesn't matter. Start creating points of interest, things people can visit, things to talk about, kind of like a realtor. If I sold homes right here where I live in Paso Robles, California, I don't just talk about homes. I talk about the area. I talk about the beach. I talk about vineyards. I talk about the stuff here that's locally in my area to better tell my customers that I am from Paso Robles. I know the area. Same thing, same concept for a website like this. We talk about like the Cincinnati Art Museum here. Little article about this. Not only that, I like to embed uh, map listings, driving directions from the business to that location. Let's go another one. Great American Ballpark out there in Cincinnati. Little article about that, just to let Google know that this business is in this area. It's not just junk removal in Cincinnati. We know the Cincinnati area as well. So these are types of things that I'm implementing into website design. Not only that, it gives you a lot more reasons to create more content, points of interest. You could probably come up with 20, 30, 40, depending on the area. That's a bunch of content you keep adding to your website on a monthly basis. You could create a blog. You start creating content, more information about junk removal, little things like that. Service area pages, additional services. If you do demo work, not just a page on demo work, you could do a page on demoing trampolines, demoing sheds, demoing hot tubs, outdoor pools, patio furniture. So you create a page, a service page, and inside each service page has a sub hub page underneath each one of those pages. So creating content has a massive effect on SEO, is what I'm understanding, because obviously it works on YouTube. So this obviously why it's working with websites. And like I said, I looked up data and looked up websites, and I can see consistent flow of businesses that have, hundreds and hundreds of pages on their website. And like I said, I always say that's why Home Advisor, Angie's List, uh, and Thumbtack, all those places have tens of thousands, probably in the millions of pages on their website, because they're consistently adding content. And like I said, if you go back to those pages, every one of those damn pages they have are SEO optimized, every last one. So that's just something I wanted to share, something I've learned on YouTube about creating content that basically correlates with doing the same thing with the website and creating content with the website to make your business start to show up more, spread out further, create more pages, and a lot more reasons for Google to take you seriously in your industry for junk removal services. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys want to learn more about some of the stuff that I do here, the service I provide, just go to my description. If you want to learn how to do this on your own, go to the description below. I have links down there. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.